Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Welcome back. Joining me in studio now is Rob Dew with the latest Agenda 21 update. Now, this story actually caught my eye, so I want to talk about this one first. The Air Force wants the owners to give up their property near Area 51. Now, this is the U.S. Air Force is giving some homeowners an ultimatum that they're saying take a $5.2 million, their last best offer for their property by Thursday, or the government is just going to seize it through condemnation. Because obviously they're setting off so many bombs in the area.
The secrets are getting too big.
Exactly.
They need more area to hold the secrets, I guess.
Well, the people don't want to give up their land because it's been in their great-great-grandparents' family for forever. They say it was the symbol of their blood, sweat, and tears. But the Air Force officials are calling it a matter of national security.
Ah, that's right. It's so secure we can't even talk about it. And we don't even say that it exists.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, I have an interesting Area 51 story that I'm not even going to bring up now, but it just, because it's long. But yeah, that just goes to show, that's what the government does. They love to just absolve and grab things like a giant amoeba going through. And this is kind of what's going on in LA now. They just announced that they voted on a new traffic plan. Here's the New York Times article, and I want you to see their headline. Show them their headline, guys. Los Angeles plan to reshape the streetscape, sets off fears of gridlock. Oh yeah, very. Oh. Here's our title. Let's show them our title right here, right underneath it, so you can see what the real story is. Oh, Agenda 21 to replace car lanes with slow public transportation. Yeah, that's what they want to do. They don't want to add more lanes or improve cars' access around the city of Los Angeles. What they want to do is take bus-only lanes and have buses ride on those and create bike lanes as well. Mm-hmm. They're doing that here in Austin. And you can see they'll take a lane that was 2 lanes each way. Now you got 1 lane each way, and you got a bike lane that no one uses. But it's got a giant concrete median there, so you can't get over into it or you'll screw up your car. That's what they're going to do here in Los Angeles. City of millions of people, the largest city in the United States, if you count all the area and the people that live there. And they want to create more traffic jams.
Right.
Because what they have just isn't enough.
Yeah, well, and it's, I mean, by the time this plan rolls out, you're going to have decades of really bad gridlock because you're not going to force these people to stop driving their vehicles. This is just, that's their culture. LA and, getting down to Southern California, you need a car.
But this plan, it illustrates what is control.
Well, yeah, okay. Doesn't he even say, we need to make these little condensed neighborhoods where people can just stay within their neighborhood?
Well, here's part of the story, too, in the Seattle bubble. Seattle preparing to say goodbye to single-family zoning. So they're not going to let you zone for single-family households. They say they take up too much room, use up too much resources. So everything's got to be a duplex, a fourplex, or an apartment. Okay, so that's money for bigger businesses and developers. How do people save their money? A lot of people save their money by buying a house and saying, hey, this is mine. This is something I could build off of. It retains its value. It may go up in value. Not anymore. You're going to be stuck with renting. Here it is again. Wow. Getting rid of single-family zoning. These conversations shouldn't be secret, but of course the planning of this Agenda 21 planning is always done in secret, and then they roll out the plan and say, hey, this is what you guys voted for. And when you voted me in, I guess, you didn't know I was going to vote for Agenda 21.
That's that American dream right there.
Exactly. Here's the San Jose Mercury News. Plan to require fireplace retrofits at homes for sale heats up in smoke debate. So basically any new house, or if you want to put your house on the market, you have to get rid of your fireplace. And that's in California because they don't want you putting smoke up in the air, especially in Northern California, which frankly is about 12% of the population that uses fireplaces as their main heating source. Here it is out of the Oregonian. Air regulators ban visible chimney smoke from wood stoves in Eugene area. They're actually going around fining people $500 at a time for if they see smoke coming out of your chimney in the wintertime. They just don't want it. And this is all the different ways they control us, all the different ways. Here's House OK's ban on rural dust. They want to go after dust that farmers make when they plow their fields. They're saying that's a pollutant.
Wow.
Dust.
And it's, with how arid everything is without the rain, my goodness.
It gets even better. Rural kids and parents angry about Labor Department rule banning farm chores.
What?
So they don't want kids to be able to learn work ethic by working on their farm. They're going to ban that because they're saying kids are being exploited. Wow. Hey, you know what? If you live on a family farm, you got to go feed the chickens. You got to milk the cows.
We don't need to learn about hard work.
No, they don't want to teach them work ethic. They want to be dependent on the government and learning how to get free goodies.
This is the same EPA that pumped carbon monoxide into kids to see how
Exactly. And I covered that in a report that I released back in January called The EPA Wants to Kill Your Grandmother. Now, the section I want to play out of this report is not that section talking about the EPA. It's about a 20-minute report, but this is how they want to herd everybody back into the cities because that is how they're going to control you. So let's roll that report. Here it is from The Atlantic. More Americans moving to cities, reversing the suburban exodus. 2013 saw 2.3 million more people living in metro areas than 2012. The trend in city living is driven primarily by two groups, young professionals and baby boomers who are retiring and moving back to the cities they left when they started families. So there they are, they're pushing the old people out, and if they don't kill them first with all these regulations and high heating bills, well, they're going to herd them into these compact cities where then they can maintain total control over them and have control over everything in their house, all the heating, all the appliances. It's all part of this new wave of control that the government's slowly ratcheting up, slowly inching up to take over your life.
Have you got your calorie card open on your smartphone? I registered your visit with Slick Travel Corp the other day, so they've allotted you a journey time to match mine. It makes so much sense, doesn't it? Switch off brain and go to work. With this many people around, I'm glad there's a mega computer in charge.
UN-backed scientists call for mega city population lockup. This is put out by Planet Under Pressure. It has statements here from some of the scientists. Check this out. We certainly don't want people strolling about the countryside. We want to save the land for nature by living closely together. Insisting the world population be locked up within the compounds of megacities, the elites realize that if the herd is to be properly controlled, walls are needed, thick walls, and by constructing these walls and making the masses go inside of them, it will be easier to control. Chief scientist Mikhail Fragius, involved with Planet Under Pressure, told MSNBC the answer to population growth is denser cities. Now let's look at this 2012 Planet Under Pressure press release. A fast-growing number of high-tech, artificially intelligent, internet-connected cars, appliances, cameras, roadways, and pipelines and more. That's what they want to push everybody towards, this total control infrastructure. And how will they improve efficiency? Using utility meters and sensors that monitor the capacity of power generation, network, and continually gather data and supply on demand of electricity. Those are your smart meters. Integrated traveler information services and toll road pricing based on traffic, weather, and other data. Those are the black boxes in the cars and the TSA controlling who travels where. Data gathering and feedback from citizens using mobile phones. That's the NSA spying they're doing on you. So all this is under this Planet Under Pressure plan back in 2012. And that was a report I did back in January called The EPA Wants to Kill Your Granny. And you can check that out on our YouTube channel, or if you're a member of prisonplanet.tv, you can log on and have access to all of our reports, all of Alex's movies. And it's a great way to support us. Prisonplanet.tv, you can get your membership now. You got a 15-day free trial. And you can share your username and password with up to 20 people. So that's a great way to get the word out.
It's like cheaper than a drink at Starbucks. So
exactly. And I guess the big thing about all these articles is we're coming up to the big fight. And that is the corporate ownership of our food and water, which Christina Sarich put out in an article that we just had out on Infowars on the 7th. And I like where she's talking about what's going on in Nestle and in California. Nestle's actions are especially despicable. The company is drawing on an unnumbered amount of water, likely millions of gallons from an underground spring, and then selling it back to the public in that bottled Nestle water that you buy. The company's CEO even recently said on a radio show that he would increase it if he could, referring to the revenues gained from water privatization. Nestle's even said that water is not a human right.
Yeah.
And speaking of water, what is California doing? They're putting black balls on top of their water reservoir, thinking that's not going to heat up the water.
Right. Or leak plastic.
Exactly. You can see it right there. The black reservoir rollout, potential disaster. Now, contrast that with what Israel's doing. They're actually using white balls because that reflects water. Scroll up and show them that picture there. Evaporation is the silent culprit that causes
it reflects
major
the sunlight.
losses. Yeah. White reflects sunlight. Black doesn't. And that's not being racist whatsoever.
Not going to harm the reservoirs.
Exactly. So, but there you go. That's where it's all going. And then you have the idiots in California putting black balls on top of their water.
I think you're going to be very thankful for all this corporate fascism, though, when the globalists decimate our society.
Yeah, when they have everything under control and they tell you what to think and what to do and who to talk to and who not to talk to and what videos to watch. It's all coming. It's all coming. Don't believe me, but it's coming.
Going to share it with everyone, too.
Exactly, for a price.
Yeah, for a very small fee. Meanwhile, all those plastic bottles are making their way into the oceans.
There you go.
So, because they care. They care about the environment. It's the number one thing right there. Well, stick around because coming up, we're going to decide, you know what, is this Iran deal leading us up to World War III? I mean, we can't get any straight answers. Dick Cheney, the old warmonger, says they're definitely going to nuke America. So that's coming right up.
A clean, toxic-free body is the foundation of true health. Introducing Deep Cleanse by InfoWarsLife.com, a scientifically formulated blend of nanocolloidal zeolites and organic ingredients that aid the body in cleansing chemicals and toxic metals. Using our proprietary multi-step extraction technology, Deep Cleanse is our most affordable all-in-one cleanser. With concentrated organic compounds like cilantro, milk thistle, fulvic acid, orange peel, zeolites, and others, Deep Cleanse doesn't hold back. Instead of buying 5, 6, or even 7 different cleansing products, we use decades-old scientific research to put together the Rolls-Royce of all-in-one cleansing. Look, there's a reason Deep Cleanse is the only product on the market that uses our proprietary Spigyrex herbal processing technique. We use only the highest quality organic herbs backed by serious research, and we still bring it to you at the best price out there. If you wish to find Deep Cleanse and experience the all-in-one cleansing, visit InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.